everyone. I am sitting outside on my back porch. We're having beautiful weather today. It's nice and warm. Yesterday and the day before it was 90 degrees, but today it's beautiful. And my granddaughter, we got her one of those blow up pools. I don't know what you call them, but they come with a filter. And so we got that for her. And then I just got through taking her to Dollar Tree. I bought the coloring books for her. I think she got one. I'm going to show you what I got. But it's been a while since I've been online with you, so I wanted to give you an update what's going on with the virus here in Florida. Now, I have called what's called the News Break app on my phone, and I get updates like 2 or 3 times a day about what the governor has to say or what our county has to say. So the governor, as of 12:01 Friday morning, which is really tonight, we're going to be on not a lockdown, but we are required to stay in our homes. And we are not to go anywhere unless we need to go to the grocery store or go pick up medicine or what was the other thing? To pick up medicine, go to the grocery store, and go to the doctor, which a lot of the doctor's offices around here are closing up. I got an email today from a dentist that I used to go to, and he says his doors are closed until further notice. Um, Now, I go to Aspen Dental, and I have an appointment on April 10th, and I don't know, and that's 8 days away, so I don't know if my appointment is going to be kept or not. Now, I have another doctor. I have an appointment on Monday, and he's going to be open from 8 to 12, and that doctor is, I have tinnitus and vertigo, and I also have allergies, so I go to him for those things. And he's doing morning appointments, but that's something that's not really necessary for me right now. So I'm going to cancel that appointment until after all of this is done and over with. I am going to keep myself in the house or in my backyard, front yard, whatever. I am not going anywhere unless it's a necessity. My husband has COPD, so he's definitely not going anywhere. And I told him, I says, you are not leaving this house, period. And that was like a week ago. I told him, I says, if he caught the virus, then it wouldn't look good. He would probably end up dying from it because the COPD, he has it really, really, really bad. And because of many years of smoking, and then he smoked after he was put on oxygen, but it wasn't with the oxygen on. He'd take it off and he'd go out in the garage and smoke his cigarettes. And then a few years ago, he quit for our anniversary, and I don't have to worry about that anymore. But so he's the number one thing that I'm really looking out for, and that is the number one reason why I'm going to put myself on lockdown in my house. I told my daughter, I said, you are not going anywhere. I said, if you catch a little bit of the virus and you come home, you can transfer it to your dad. I said, so you're not going anywhere. She's 36. She'll be 37 in a few days. Her birthday's April 7th. Um, but she was supposed to have been living with us temporarily, and she's got a job, but because of this virus, she's not working. So I told her she could stay with us as long as she wants. I don't care. My granddaughter's still here, and she's doing her classwork over the internet. And she's always got her laptop out, and she's always doing her classwork. Now, they've started doing not tutorials. They've started doing classes online, and each teacher has a certain time that they do these classes. Now, some of them's going to say optional, which this morning the one that she was supposed to have done said optional. And what it is the teacher gets online, uh, I guess through some kind of app that's on the computers for the school, and everybody can see her. I guess she can see them too. I'm not sure. But anyhow, I think there's a way that she knows who viewed the lesson and who didn't. And so I told her, I says, if it says optional, you're still going to watch your lesson. You're still going to tune in with your teacher. I told her, I says, if you have exams and it's almost the end of the school year, which you probably will, some of this information may be in the exams. So I told her, I says, so I want you to watch every class that comes up, and each class lasts about an hour. And I wake her up. I ask her every day, what time do you have your class tomorrow? And she tells me. And like today, it was at 10:30. I woke her up at quarter to 10, and I told her, I says, Caitlin, get up. You have your lesson at 10:30. And so later on, I asked her, I says, did you do your lesson? She says, well, it was optional. I says, I don't care if it was optional or not. You should have tuned in to your teacher. And I told her, I says, for now on, you're going to do that. I said, because you want to stay on the honor roll. Because if you stay on the honor roll, and then when you get in high school, then you can start doing some college credits in your senior year. And I says, and if you stay on the honor roll through high school, then you're probably going to be eligible for a full scholarship to go to college, because she wants to be a pediatrician surgeon, I think she says. And and I told her, I says, so you've really got to work, even though you're not in the classroom. You really need to keep up with everything. You don't want to lose any information because.
Hey, Grandma.
Yes, hold
Sorry
on.
to interrupt your video. What type of pizza do you want again?
It's called the Supreme.
Okay.
We're having pizza. We're having deliveries. Oh, my husband did the Instacart for groceries yesterday for the first time. I wasn't here, but he I don't know how you do it. I guess you get on Instagram's website, and then you pick out what store you want some groceries from, and then they deliver it. And so that was the first time that we did that. So we're going to continue doing that while we're housebound. So that way he doesn't have to get out. He's itching to get out to go somewhere. And I says, no, 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 no. That's not going to happen. And so anyhow, other than that, we're having nice days. We're having fun. My granddaughter, she gets in her pool. Matter of fact, I got her a pool toy today. I got her one of those, what are they called? I'm sitting back in my chair, so. Those styrofoam tube things. I'll probably think of the word later on, but anyhow, you know what I'm talking about. So I got her one of those for the pool. And I pretty much let her do anything, because I want her happy. I want her to have a good time. So I pretty much let her do anything she wants while she's here. Sometimes I say no, but not very often. Like in the Dollar Tree, she's picking some toys out, right? She says, Grandma, can I have this? Grandma, can I have this? And I told her, I says, do you think I have a money tree out in the backyard? I told her, I says, if you want it, you use your birthday money. Because she just had a birthday a couple weeks ago. It was March 21st. Maybe it was a week ago. It was on a Sunday, that's all I remember. No, it was 2 Sundays ago. So, yeah, I told her, I says, if you want it, you have to use your birthday money. She put it down. She didn't buy it. I told her, I says, I'm not rich. I don't have a money tree in my backyard. I wished I did. Okay, so I see that we've already done 9.5 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead, and it's just a few things. I spent like $8, so it's not much. And that includes that Tubi thing. What is that called? It's driving me nuts. Y'all will probably put comments in the mail telling me what it's called. Oh, jeez. I I know. I almost know what the name of it is. Oh, it's going to drive me nuts. But anyhow, it's that long tubey thing made out of, looks like it's made out of styrofoam. So I got her that. And then, oh, I saw these at the check. I was at the checkout, and I happened to look over to my right, and I saw these. I love these things, as you know, because I have shown you these before. They are so good. So I got me two. I don't have much for breakfast here, so this is going to be my breakfast. Then, you know, my nephew, the one with autism, he likes sharks, and he's 18, but he's still like a little child, like a 4-year-old. So I got him the shark kite. I thought it was really cute. So he's going to have fun with that when he comes over. And so this is the stuff. Oh, I got me one item besides the what are they called? The swirly things, pecan swirls. Besides those, I got this for myself. Whoops, it's upside down. Called Tea and Treats. And originally it was $24.95. It's a hard paperback cover, and it's got all kinds of recipes in here. Let me go up front because it tells you up front where they come from. Let's see, where is it? I saw it when I was skimming through it. Watch me not find it now. It has all about tea. It says types of tea: black tea, green tea, long tea, I think it's called. And I can't pronounce, and white tea, yellow tea. I didn't know there's a yellow tea and a white tea. Tea equipment, um, tea kettles. Where did I see? And it talks about how to steep and all that stuff. Bringing tea to table. Here we go. Bringing the tea to the table. Tea producing regions is China, India, Japan, Sri Lanka, Taiwan, and then it says brew in the perfect cuppa, and then it says a matter of milk. So it talks about the teas. It has different references on the different types of teas, the equipment you would need, and it's a really nice book. Beautiful pictures. And there's also some recipes in here too. Okay, so it says breakfast teas right there. So it has categories. And here's one is orange pekoe tea with fat rascals. What is a fat rascal? Let me see if it tells me what country it comes from. Well, this person said that this is when she had her first one, it was in Harrogate, North Yorkshire, at Betty's Cafe Tea Room. But it doesn't really say. I guess it comes from England. But anyhow, so that's what it looks like. And then there's the recipe. And they have a lot of things in here. A lot of stuff I haven't even heard of, like Moroccan mint tea. I never heard of that before. Azam leaf tea with a muffin. Jasmine green tea pearls with pan de sal. I don't know what it is, but anyhow, that's what the picture looks like. And I thought this would be really interesting because, see, I love hot tea. And, you know, like here's one called Prince of Wales tea with apple and cinnamon scones. So I think this would be a fun book to make different types of teas because I love herbal teas and I love to experiment with things too. And okay, we were cut off. So, like I was saying, I was thinking about giving this book to my mother, but I'm going to keep it for myself. So that's what the book looks like. I love that cup and saucer. That is so pretty. And I love the tea strainer too. All right, now we'll get on with what I got my granddaughter. She's she's getting a little restless. I mean, we went to Walmart yesterday and she bought a few toys. But the other day she asked me, she says, "Do you have an adult's coloring book?" I says, "Well, I used to, and I looked for it but couldn't find it, so evidently I don't have it." So I got her this coloring book here. It's Toy Story 4. She picked it out. I told her she could have any coloring book she wants. And it's got like mazes in it, and let's see, it's something like Let's Draw. So I think she has to copy the picture that's up here. What else is in here? Color by number, crack the code. So this is what crack the code looks like. Let's see, squares. Taking turns, connect a line from one icon to another. If you write the line that completes a box, write your initial in that box. The person with the most squares at the end of the game is the winner. Oh, okay, so this is a game that two people can play. So that's a good idea. And then there's a word search. So this will keep her busy. Another color by number. Here's another maze. I didn't look at this. I just let her pick out whatever she wanted. Shadow match. What is that? Which shadow matches Ham? Oh, I see. Down at the bottom. Spot the difference. Which picture is different from the others? So it's got all kinds of neat things in here, plus pictures that you can color. Follow the path. Unscramble. So it's got words you can unscramble. She's she's 13, but she still likes children's types things, and I'm glad because I told her, I says, stay little as long as you can, because once you become an adult, that's it. You know, you're going to have bills to pay, you have to get a job, you have to this, you have to that, and I told her, I says, stay little as long as you can. I says, I wished sometimes I was still little and I could play games and with my dolls and sit on my father's lap and give him hugs and, just be a child. Go outside and play. Back in my day, we could roam the whole neighborhood and we didn't have to be chaperoned. I could go trick or treat by myself, that kind of thing. And that was back in the 60s. So, anyhow, yeah, this looks like it's a really fun book for her. And so she's going to have fun with this. Then I found these colored pencils. I was looking for colored pencils. Do you know I could not find any? And you know where I found these? On a peg in front of a hole puncher. And this is the only pack that I could find. And they're neon colors. And there's 8 of them in here. So I'm just going to do it this way so you see. Can you see? Can you see? Can you see? There we go. Now you can see. So there's the colors in there, and they're all neon colors. And they're really pretty and bright looking. So I showed her this, and she says, oh, I like that. So I went ahead and got it for her. Trying to get it back together here. Okay, there we go. So that's it right there. And they're all neon colors. And they're by Jot. I don't know why they didn't have regular packs of colored pencils out. I mean, I have always seen them in the Dollar Tree, and now that I'm looking for them, I can't find them. And she also found these gel pens. And there are 6 of them in here. I'm going to take this off. Let me see how you do it. I see some tape right there. Okay. Okay, so there's the pins right there. And there you go. And this is the tip that they have on them. So it's a nice tip. I have gel pens, but they're for my Cricut. So she saw these and she wanted them, and I said, okay, because I told her the reason why we went to Dollar Tree was to get her a color. She asked me for if she could have a coloring book um, the other day. You know, she was looking for the adult, asked me if I had an adult coloring book, and I didn't. So this afternoon, I asked her, I says, Caitlin, would you like to go to Dollar Tree and get yourself a coloring book and some pencils? And she says, oh, yes, you know. She was all excited about it. So I told her, I says, well, I need to get myself a shower. Let me get my shower and then we'll be ready to go. And so we went to the Dollar Tree, and she's a good child. I never have to discipline her. I never have to fuss at her about anything. She's such a good child, and I'm very proud of her. I love her to pieces. She's my first granddaughter, and I've always called her princess since she's been born. I still call her princess, and then sometimes I call her sweetie. Um, but anyhow, yeah, I love her to pieces. And there's nothing I wouldn't do for her to make her happy. Nothing in the world I wouldn't do for her. And her sister, too. Her sister is 8, and there's nothing I wouldn't do for her to make her happy. And, but Caitlin, now that she's turned 13, she's going to be going through a lot of changes in her life. And in 3 years, she's probably going to want to get her driver's license because she'll be 16. I'm not sure how they do that in Florida. I know in Virginia, you're 15 or 15 and a half, and you can get your learner's permit. And then when you're 16, you can get your driver's permit, I think. If I remember correctly, it's been so many years. Because Renelle, my youngest, she's, you know, like I said, almost 37. And I think that's how it works. But like, you know, like I said, it's been many years ago, and I can't remember. So um, I'm not sure how they do learner's permits and driver's permits here in Florida. I'm not, you know. So anyhow, so she's going to probably want to be learning to drive in a few years. And but like I said, she wants to play with toys. I'm gonna let her play with toys. There's nothing wrong with it. But when we were in Walmart yesterday, she said she wanted to go to the toy department. I said, the toy department? Because I thought now she's 13, you know, she's gonna act like a teenager and, you know, all this stuff. And she said, shh, don't tell anyone. So, yeah. And she likes playing with dolls still. So she still enjoys playing with her dolls. She has, oh, I don't know how many American Girl dolls. I think she's got 3 or 4 American Girl dolls. We gave her one. We gave her Gracie. Um, when did she come out? 2 years ago, I think it was. 3 years ago. And like 3 months or so before Christmas, you know, she's saying, I want Gracie. I hope I get Gracie for Christmas. I really want her. So she came over for a visit during Thanksgiving, and we had Gracie in the house hid in the closet in my husband's office room. And she didn't even know the doll was in the house. We kept it a secret because we were the only two that knew about it. And when she was visiting us, she kept talking about, I hope I get Gracie. I hope I get Gracie. And I'm sitting there thinking, girl, if you just knew, if it's 100 feet away from you, if you just knew. I even have a video she did for me, and it's so cute. I don't know where I was. Maybe I was in the bed or something. Maybe it was one of those days that my back went out or whatever. Anyhow, she did a video. And let's see, she's 13 now, so she's probably 10. And she says, Grandma, you are the best grandma in the world. I love you so much. Please, please, I want Gracie. And that's how she said it. She says, please, like that. And I thought it was really cute. And when I saw that video, I says, oh man, if she only knew. So she didn't even know that we had the doll. So that was a really good Christmas for her because she really wanted that doll. And so I've made her doll clothes. She's got an 18-inch doll that's not American Girl. But I'll make doll clothes. And I have a tote that I put them in, and I let both girls go through my tote, and I let them take, whatever outfits home with them. It doesn't matter to me what they take home. And I make dolls' underwear and stuff like that. So I haven't made tights yet or socks, but I will. I have videos that I have saved on learning how to make socks and tights. So I will be doing that. I've made leggings before for dolls. They're pretty easy. They're a lot easier than it looks. And but anyhow, yeah, so I'll make these doll clothes and I'll throw them into the tote. And when the girls come over for a visit, especially the youngest one, she'll go through the tote and she'll say, Grandma, can I have this or can I have that? And I say, yeah, go ahead. I don't care. So I'll get her a bag or something and put all her doll clothes in. Oh, here she is again. I'm still doing the video, but I was getting ready to stop anyhow. I was talking about you and I make doll clothes for your dolls. I have French doors right here. And that takes you into the kitchen. Okay, well, I've been enough on here. I wanted to give you all my updates and talk a little bit. And I may be doing more of this because we are housebound as of 12:01 Friday, which is tonight anyhow. So while we're sleeping. I'm sleeping. I don't know about Caitlin, but while I'm sleeping. Sometimes she doesn't go to sleep until 2 or 3 in the morning because she's sleeping in the bed with her aunt. And them two, once you get them two together at night, I don't even know what time they go to bed. But as long as I know she's with my daughter, I don't care. I'll go to bed because I know she's safe. And I know my daughter will keep her safe because my daughter loves her a lot. Okay, well, I'm gonna go. She's sitting out here getting ready to color. Look, she's opened up her coloring book. Look at there. Yep, so she's getting ready to color. So I'm gonna sit here, talk with her while she's coloring, and I will talk with y'all later. You have a good day or a good night whenever you're watching this. Please subscribe, click the like channel, leave comments and questions. Bye-bye for now.